Close my eyes, I open my heart. I'll take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in. I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me. I let in my soul, I clear my mind. I'm here and now, in present time. The power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one.
So good morning. And with this being the first Sunday of the month, if there is anyone in the month of November that is celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, or a special occasion, we invite you to totally embrace and engulf the music of our music team and know that we celebrate you.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others, let others do for you. Well, may you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young. May you stay forever young.
Welcome to Unity of Omaha. We're glad that you're here. Thanks for joining us on this morning or afternoon or evening if you're watching this at a different time. I know I am not where I'm normally at. We're not at church. I am in the comfort of my own home today. And that is because we have had someone be positive for COVID in our community. So we want to keep everyone safe and everyone sound. And we are shutting the church down for 14 days, taking tests for those of us who need to, and knowing in our heart, knowing in our minds, knowing in our inner selves that all is well. And won't you please hold that with me, that all is well in our community, in our state, and in our world. We have a few announcements for you today. We will be holding a prayer and meditation vigil this Monday, November 2nd. Now on Facebook, you will see every hour a prayer or a meditation uploaded, and it's a video that you can go ahead and watch at your leisure, but there will be new ones every hour. We also have a YouTube new meditation moments by Unity of Omaha channel, and you can always go to that, and all of the prayers and meditations will be uploaded there. So either way, you will be held in peace, love, and light through November 2nd until November 3rd. All right. We are also having a holiday food drive. We're asking for non-perishable food donations, and they can be dropped off at the church from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. starting now on November 16th through December 6th. Also, you can make a financial donation if you like by going to unityomaha.org and saying it is for the pantry. Or if you'd like to send in a check, go ahead and send that in, and just make sure that you write pantry in the memo. On November 25th at 6:30, we're going to be hosting a virtual expression of gratitude on Zoom. And it'll be a time where we can all come together and share what we're grateful for. So make sure you mark your calendars, again, November 25th at 6:30 p.m. and we'll be sending out that Zoom link very soon. We have canceled or postponed rather, the annual meeting. It will be on Sunday, January 10th instead. So you still have time to renew your memberships. Renewals must be completed and turned in by January 9th. If you do need that link, feel free to email me. And to make sure that you're in the know of all the information, because there's a lot coming every now and then, please make sure to sign up for the e-newsletter from Vicki. You can email her at vicki@unityomaha.org. Also, we are still going to have our Zoom fellowship after the service, and on Sunday it will be at 11:30 So today, Sunday, 11:30, if you're watching this on Sunday, join us in the Zoom fellowship room, and we will be happy to see you. Also, if you are in need of support of prayer, you can be supported in prayer by emailing prayer@unityomaha.org. Our prayer chaplains are standing by. And please don't forget to donate to us, to Unity of Omaha, either through your checks in the mail or online. Either way is great. Go to unityomaha.org and scroll down to see the donate button if you do want to donate online. Join me, if you would, for our mission and vision statement. Our vision: in oneness with universal energy, we celebrate a world united in divine love. And our mission: we raise vibrational consciousness through creative teachings, positive prayer, and a nurturing community. And now is the time that we support each other in prayer. So won't you join me, please, in prayer? Taking that breath of life and feeling my vital cells wake up and say yay. Feeling the energy, feeling the knowing, feeling the peace and serenity that surrounds my heart, my soul, and my mind. I breathe into this moment. Yes, yes, I am aligned with Spirit. Yes, I am one. I am one with all. Yes, I am here to show up in love, in truth, in peace, in harmony. Yes, I do remember who I am, and today I will show everyone the truth of who I am. And that will shine brighter than any sun, brighter than any star, and that energy will fill my community. And as the energy fills my community, hearts sing. We are one. We are one. We are love. We are light. Grateful for this knowing and this understanding. Being willing to be one. Being willing to be different. Being willing to be who I am. Being willing to say, yes, I see you and I love you. We are so grateful for all these truths that we have learned, and we keep continuing to learn and evolve. Grateful for the time that we spend together, no matter how it is. Grateful for another day. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. my wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. Thank you for my health, Spirit, thank you for my health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. My radiant, my radiant, my radiant health. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life, Spirit, thank you for my life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. My glorious, my glorious, my glorious life. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit, thank you for my wealth. Thank you for my wealth, Spirit, thank you for my wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. My opulent, my opulent, my opulent wealth. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. I want to thank you. I want to thank you. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Every day I say thank you for this day.
Good morning. I'm Reverend Becky Whitehead, and I'd like to share a quote that I found this week, and it reminded me so much of our new theme around interconnectedness. Unfortunately, this quote was not attributed to anyone, so we're going to assume that it is listed anonymously. So join me as we listen to these words and allow ourselves to take them in fully. The moment you realize your bones are made from the same dust as the planets, your lungs breathing the air of the migrating butterflies, and your blood is pumping because of the love and care of thousands, is when you realize you are not as broken or as alone as you think you are. You are full of the world. You are not only full of the world, but you are connected to all aspects of this planet, of this universe, and of each other. And so we enjoy that interconnectedness. Thank you for sharing this inspirational moment.
Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties, above the fruited plain. God, heal this great divide. Let fear release, rekindle peace, till all our hearts unite, you and me, from sea to shining sea.
Greetings. I'm glad you could be with us in this moment. I hope you've enjoyed the service up until now, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. I think that this is probably the oddest type of service presentation I've done. When you think about the fact that I do virtual services all the time, but yet this one is being recorded ahead of time. And so it puts it into a little bit different perspective. But please know that as you are sitting there watching this, there's a real good probability that I'm sitting there watching it with you. Because it's important for me that we view things at the same time in the same ways from time to time. You know, it's something to do with that aspect that we have a connection. I think it's important that we do have those connections. Because no matter what we do, we realize that through the experiences that we share, the experiences that we have, that there is an interconnectedness. And it gets interesting too, because we think about the things that are happening in our planet. And we think about how connected we are. And yet at the same time, how separate we're presented to be. So I think it's important that we feel those places of interconnectedness. Interconnectedness. That would be a good theme for a month, wouldn't it? I tell you what, let's make it that for November. So it's interconnectedness. And our affirmation is, like rivers flowing from one source, we are all connected. Would you say that with me in the comfort of your homes? Like rivers flowing from one source, we are all connected. And what I'm going to talk about today is for a time like this. So what in the world? I don't think I really have to explain it, because we all know that we are in a very interesting time, that we're in a time where we have really forgotten what our interconnectedness is all about. We've actually forgotten that we have friends who have differing views. We've forgotten that there are different views, and that doesn't make anybody good, bad, or indifferent. You know, when we look at the word interconnectedness, it means, other words that we can use are things like interrelation, interrelationship, interdependent, interaction, entanglement, connectivity, interdependency, relationship, and correlation. Now, if you think about every aspect of our life, much as I shared in the words of inspiration this morning, there is nothing that we're not interconnected with. There is nothing that at some point in time either has not or will not have part of our being. Is there any way that you can take a breath of air in this moment and be 100% sure that that same breath of air wasn't exchanged between another human being and our green plant life? No, because as we breathe in and out, that is part of that interconnection. I remember years ago when I was really first delving into spirituality and maybe a little mysticism, but I remember there was a work by Wayne Dyer that really had an impact on me. And he talked about the interconnections of all things. And he referred to actually, like if you were to push out and you could see everything that was happening when you would push, you could see the way you were moving the airwaves, the way that your voice changes and vibrates through the sound, through the air. If these were things that we could see, we would really have an understanding. You know, there's that whole thing about a hurricane is born when a butterfly flaps its wings in South America. I think that could be true. We never know because the connections are so intense, and the least little thing can create all sorts of reactions. And it seems like one of our teachings that we invest a lot of time on is about our reactions and about how really that's what we have control over. You know, any kind of circumstances can come our way, but it's our reactions that matter. And as you think about it, how many times have you had a challenge with an interconnected relationship that probably came about because of either your reaction or the other person's? So maybe that's something that we need to look at. And remember, you know, be self-aware, self-observant, and be aware of what our reactions are. Because if we're reacting in a way that doesn't instill confidence and compassion and love and joy, are we truly showing up as who we're here to be? Is that truly what we're about? I know it's sometimes easier said than done. And believe me, this week has been one of challenges for me. It's been one that I don't know that I could have written it and had it show up any differently. Everything was going along great. Last Sunday, I was actually in the sanctuary with the whole crew as they were doing everything, but it was Brenda's Sunday to speak, and so I was back in the AV booth, actually sitting with the camera with Alicia. She was working the cameras because there were some things that I was wanting to look at and maybe look about some different angles and things like that. And so that was an interesting, fun day. I do like the technical part, so it was fun. Everything went along really well. Tuesday morning, I got up and thought, well, honestly, if I hadn't known better, I'd have swore I'd have been out on a week-long drunk. I was so dizzy and spinning. I had a severe case of vertigo, probably the worst case of it I've ever had. But as I worked with somebody and did some positioning pieces and got some things worked out, and as the day progressed, it got better. So no big deal. I've had little snippets of it in the past, but nothing like that in a long time. So it was just a little different. Then even the next day, I had little touches of it if I would bend over or turn too quickly. So it was really interesting for me because it brought me to a point of mindfulness and being aware. And you might even say the interconnectedness of movement and stability. Because as I moved, I didn't feel very stable during a lot of that time. And as the week progressed, we got a lot of things done. We've had a wonderful week in the office, holding Vicki in the highest as she started her routine of chemotherapy this week. But then Thursday night got the text message, actually is how it started off with, that we had basically been exposed on Sunday. Threw us into a tailspin because now everything needs to stop because we need to be mindful. Remembering that we're all connected all the time. And so it's important that we are honoring that we are good stewards of that. So at that point, a decision was made that we wouldn't be having live services for the next few weeks, that those of us who were directly around Justin would get tested and basically self-quarantine until we knew that we were in the clear. So this has been a process. Know that a little bit earlier, since this is Saturday afternoon, a little bit earlier today I went and got tested. Not the first time I've been tested, but I still don't like it any better. And yet every piece of this, as you go back, I tend to do this sometimes. I take these little mental trips back. How does this connect with this? And how did this connect with that? Oh, okay. Well, what if I would have zigged instead of zagged? Well, I didn't, and we didn't, and we haven't, and so this is where we are in this moment. But I think the important thing for us to remember is we are entering a time right now where it's more important than ever for us to remember who we are. Yes, more important right now than ever. because we've been told for so long that somebody's better than somebody else, or somebody's not as good as somebody else. So it's time that we stop that we forget those old ideas. This is a quote from Mother Teresa that I have loved for many years. As a matter of fact, it hangs in my guest room. And it means so much. And when you stop and really think about it, it's nothing beyond the truth that we know. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. It's because we have forgotten this. And we can't forget. If no other time than now, it is time for us to remember. Remember that we are belonging to each other. Remember that we are interconnected with each other. We can't forget. We can't ignore. Because now is the time. Now is the time. If we have any hopes of our planet feeling that energetic aspect of love that we know is necessary to bring the harmony across the land, if we have any hope of that, we have to start now remembering that we're connected with each other, but we're also connected with those clouds in the sky and the reflection of the blue in our sky and the stars, the trees, with all of creation, with all living creation. We're connected with all of that. It is a part of us. We are a part of it. There's nothing that's not there that we are not. And it's just important that we remember this in this moment and in all moments. So we're entering into a few days here, or hopefully it's just a few days, where probably there's going to be some angst. Probably there's going to be tempers flaring. I don't want to affirm that, but I've been just watching what's been going on over the last several months, last several years, and I just see that. I see things happening that are happening in order to drive wedges between us. And it's time that we just dismantle the wedges. It's time that we celebrate that interconnectedness of who we are. And we as individuals, we as true students, we as living expressions of the divine are called to be that, are called to remember that, and to shine and demonstrate that. Now is the time. This is the perfect time. And believe me, I think we're going to probably get a lot of practice. And so I ask us to support each other. I ask that if you are around me or see me or talking to me and I forget that I'm here to be a demonstration of divine love, that you remind me of that. And I would encourage you to have that agreement with somebody, because it's so much easier for us to be accountable if someone's helping us watch. Not to correct us, but just to give us a loving, gentle nudge about, yeah, and now it's time for us to be that demonstration of divine love in expression, shining examples of compassion and humanity. For that's who we're here to be, in this moment. And through this, we strengthen our interconnectedness. It's always there, but we strengthen it with the energy of love. And so let's just commit to each other to do this. I love this quote by Chief Seattle. Humankind has not woven the web of life. We are but one thread within it. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. All things are bound together. All things connect. Truer words were never spoken. And I think it's important that we remember this, especially that piece. Whatever we do to the web, we do to ourselves. So I think I've shared what's been on my heart. I hope that the words that I've shared with you today have inspired you to pay attention, have inspired you to be self-aware, to notice the connections, to recognize your responses, and to also remember that whatever we do to the web is we're doing to ourselves. And so at this moment, I'd just like to close and telling each of you that I love you and that I look forward to a time when we're all able to be together again. These last several months have been challenging. They've been interesting. They have stretched us in ways that we never even imagined we needed to be stretched. And what I hope for all of us is that over the course of the next week, 2 weeks, however long, that we continue to be flexible and continue to remember who we are and to shine as that best expression of ourselves that we can. The expression of the divine, the expression of love, the expression of humanity and compassion. For that's who we're here to be. Now let us prepare and let us embrace this understanding in a time of meditation. And I invite us to allow our bodies, our breath to exhale, our bodies to exhale. And as we do this, we exhale all of the busyness, all of the thoughts of doubt or question. And we allow ourselves to breathe into this moment. Breathe into the knowing of our interconnectedness with all creation. Breathe into the knowing that each cell of each being has a resonance with the others. And as much as our cells do that in our bodies, we do that with those around us. And as we come together in this time, in this deep connection, in this heart connection, we do so with the highest and best for all creation. We set the tone in our experience right now to move through the next day, the next 2 days, 3 days, week, month, in that energy of connection, that energy of humanity and compassion. Because it is what we know through our teachings that those things that we do to others, we're actually doing to ourselves. And so as we move through this next period of time, we do so with the love in our hearts. And we see past any outward expressions. We hear past any verbal exchanges. And we move into the core of the being. We move into that heart space, that place that we in unity call Christ consciousness. That place of universal connection, universal energy. And that's what we see when we look at someone. That's what we hear when their voice chimes through the air. We hear that of Divine Spirit. And we let all of the outward costumes and trappings just fall away. So in these moments that we are connected, in these moments that we are in that place of high connection with our source, we open ourselves up to be models. We open ourselves up to demonstrate that true expression of universal love, of unconditional love. And know that we are here for just a time as this. And so I invite you to move into a few moments of silence and allow this commitment to yourself and to all humankind and to all creation to settle as we commit to demonstrating that true unconditional love and compassion in the silence. And then as we begin to come back together and come back into this present moment, we do so with a renewed heart, a renewed spirit, and a renewed awareness of our connections, of how all things in creation are interconnected, intertwined, interdependent. And we celebrate that we play a role in this. And we commit to that role being one anchored in truth teachings, anchored in divine love, divine compassion, and divine humanity. And it is for these things, for this time, for these awarenesses, and for these opportunities that we are blessed. And as we are blessed, we bless those around us. And so it is. Amen. What is during this portion of our service that we would typically have our Sacred Walk of Abundance, or has an opportunity for us to consider and contemplate that which we are giving. So now that we are doing this pretty much, at least for the next couple of weeks in a recorded version, what we will be doing is holding this time for you to consider that gift, that tithe, that offering, that investment into the mission and vision and forward movement of this ministry. So we invite you to either mail a check to the community here. Somebody will be stopping by and checking, picking up mail, or go onto our website, unityomaha.org, and scroll down and click on the donate button. Please know that when you donate via our website, that goes through PayPal, and under the program that we're with, they do not charge us a service fee. So 100% of your donation does come right into Unity of Omaha. Join me in our prosperity affirmation for this month. I am interconnected with one source. Blessings flow to, through, and as me. Once again, I am interconnected with one source. Blessings flow to, through, and as me.
Something fell off. Oh, that's weird. I met him on the south side of the Pensacola Pier, a solitary soldier of the sea. He looked to be 100, but his eyes were crystal clear. And when I spoke, I swear he saw inside of me. He said, you're trying to figure out the wherefores and the whys. Isn't life supposed to be a big surprise? And how it's gonna turn out is not for us to know. Life's a mystery. Enjoy the show. Everything will be okay. In the end, my friend, if it's not okay, it's not the end. Took a breath and let it out, and felt a little peace. His wisdom seemed to soothe my troubled soul. And that weight there shoulders finally took its leave when I let go of trying to keep control. The old man smiled at me and said it was never in your hands. Don't you think it makes God laugh when we make plans? And how it's gonna turn out, it's not for us to know. Life's a mystery, yeah. Enjoy the show, everything will be okay. In the end, my friend, if it's not okay, it's not the end. The truth washed over me like some sweet song. Deep down inside, I guess I knew it all along. How it's gonna turn out, it's not for us to know, no. Life's a mystery, yeah. Enjoy the show, everything will be okay. In the end, my friend, if it's not okay, oh, if it's not okay, it's not the end. No, no.
I hope you enjoyed that music by Stow Good. I always love it whenever I hear their stuff. And I was excited this week to actually put some music in from some different artists just to give you a change of pace. And so during that time of their performance, I hope that you have had an opportunity to contemplate your giving. And so what I'd like to do at this moment is to just bless. Bless the prosperity, bless the good. Bless that which is flowing through each and every one of us and from us, knowing that it moves out into the world and through that interconnection that we all have. And it blesses. It carries forth that energy of blessing, penny by penny, dollar by dollar. And so it is. And so let me give you your affirmation for the week. I don't have them in front of me, but I have an affirmation for you. I embrace my connectedness to all things, and in all things I shine as divine love. So blessings. And now I invite you to join me for the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds me. I am that light. The love of God enfolds me. I am that love. The power of God protects me. I am that power. The presence of God watches over me. I am that presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Be blessed and have a wonderful week.
Close my eyes, I open my heart, I'll take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in, I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise, Spirit rise up, rise in me, and let in my soul.